unit number 5. Let me start recording. I want my computer to work, but it's not working. Okay, just hold on. Okay, Hilda, during this unit number 5, we are going to focus on work. This unit, we are going to learn vocabulary about work, about and all the things that are related to that, okay? My move, because, okay, hold on. Okay, excellent. Now you see my screen, right?
Yes.
Hilda?
Sí,
Very good. Unit 5. So, Hilda, during this unit, first of all, we are going to start learning. The first part is to talk and to describe jobs. Because at this point, Hilda, you're going to tell me, teacher, I know exactly what is a firefighter, what is a police officer, what is a chef, what is a teacher. But we are going to learn how can we describe jobs and activities.
Okay.
Right? That's going to be the first part. Hilda, describe jobs and activities.
Yes.
Okay? Afterwards, we're going to learn about models of obligation. Remember, whenever we are talking about work, about job, we use these models. For example, must or have to. Yeah, we use them in order to express the obligations. Again?
Okay, teacher.
And finally, Hilda, just to finish for today, we are going to learn how to talk about future predictions. And that's going to be okay. Future predictions. So before we start, Hilda, do you have any question?
No, teacher.
No, very good. Okay, so let's get ready to start. And here we go. The first part is describe jobs and activities. Okay, so Hilda, sorry, I'm gonna share you the next link. I was looking for this one to walk about jobs. Okay, so now I am going to share you, I'm gonna share you the screen. Hilda, you are going to read the description of the job and according. Okay? Yes,
Yes,
Hilda, you
teacher.
hear me? Is it okay, or do you hear me like a robot, like breaking? As well. Okay, super. Tell me.
Yes, teacher.
Now you hear me. Okay, there you go. So here we go. Let me start sharing from the very beginning, talking about the predictions. So here you are. All right, let me tell you, I'm not in my home. I'm not at home. I'm in Cuenca. So here in the hotel where I'm staying, the connection is not the best, but we're gonna try to have a really fun class, okay?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, now it works. So Ilda, what you have to do here, you are going to read the description, and according to what you read, you need to tell me what job is it. Okay, so you can start, Ilda, from the very beginning.
Okay. I see the nurses. Nurses.
Yeah, but remember you have to read. Read the description, and according to the description, choose the job.
I'm sorry. Yeah. This person was testosterone from the police. Police.
Excellent. The
Office.
policeman.
Office. Office.
Police officer or
Policeman.
policeman?
Okay.
Got it? Policeman.
Stand
Next one, read please.
stand around the walking people. I don't remember this job. This is the man in the
All right.
car.
You don't even remember in
Is a
Spanish?
man in the car?
No. Stand welcomes people.
The receptions. The woman.
Excellent.
woman.
Receptionist.
Receptionist.
The reception.
To the next. Read please.
Something there to place and shit. Is the man in the cook, but clean
The dishes, plate,
clean,
dishes.
this clean.
This Ilda
Dishwasher.
is a dishwasher. Excellent. Continue.
This person faces computer. No. The second picture, the woman.
Yeah, that fixes computer, but what is the name? How do you call this? You can tell me in Spanish if you don't remember the word in English.
El que arregla las computadoras. No sé, teacher. I don't know.
The technician, right?
Computer technician.
Technician, right? El técnico, technician. Okay, continue, please. Read, Ilda.
In this job, you're flying a plane. Is pilot?
Excellent, pilot. Continue.
This job helps people. It is a nurse. The doctor.
Very good, doctor. Next one, read, please.
Someone who does research. And the científico.
Scientist. Okay, scientist. Continue.
A job functions electrical problems. Is electric?
Electrician. Okay, continue.
This person paints picture and praise the artist.
Very good, artist.
Trees is a tree picture. I don't remember.
Do you remember the word in Spanish?
El que tala los árboles.
Exactly, el leñador, ¿no? In English is lumberjack. Lumberjack. Continue.
Okay. Someone who sells car. El cartero.
Cars, no letters. Cars. Toyota, Hyundai.
It is the, I don't remember. Es el que vende los carros.
Excellent. In Spanish, we know it as vendedor, no?
Yes.
In English, is similar.
Car salesman.
Salesman.
Okay.
Salesman, remember, it could be for whatever. Salesman. Not only for cars, it could be for computers, for motorbikes, for bikes. Salesman. Okay?
Okay.
Super. And the last one, please, you're gonna read, and we finish with this.
And this job you work in a school and teacher.
Okay. Where is the teacher? Teacher Osmar.
Teacher.
Yes.
Excellent. Very good. So, Hilda, as you can see, there are many jobs. And of course, you're going to tell me, teacher, I don't want to remember all those jobs. But don't worry, okay? The idea, Hilda, is that you are able to describe. You're going to be able to describe some jobs, okay? So, what we're going to do, that was the first part. That was the introduction. Now we are going to change the dynamic, okay?
Okay.
You are going to have the picture and you are going to describe, not read. You have to think and describe what is it, okay? So let's get ready, because here we go. Yeah, you can use adjectives, you can use actions, remember, but the idea is that you describe the job. So here we go. Okay, Hilda, can you see the picture? Tell me, what job can you see?
The job is the agriculture.
In English is farmer. Farmer. So can you describe a farmer, Hilda?
Okay. The farmer is hardworking and experience is working. The man is working in a large golden in fine go in a large golden fine with harvesting. I don't know. In the
You mean the tractor?
tractor. In the
Tractor? Do you mean the tractor?
Is the same name?
Tractor. It's the same name as in Spanish. Tractor. Okay, tractor.
Is a tractor. This job is requiring patience and dedication. Because to plant plants and that's all.
Okay, very good, Hilda. Tell me, in your personal case, do you like this job or you don't like?
Yes, I like because my grandfather is a farmer. Maybe this.
Really?
Yes, my grandfather to like this work in the camp. Yes.
Very good.
Animals, the plants is like this activity.
Very good. So you like it, right? Do you consider, I know this is hardworking, this is a little bit tough, but in the end, it is relaxing because you have contact with nature.
Yes.
Excellent. Very good, Hilda.
With
animals, with plants, with trees, with the sky, with fresh air, because in the city, we have a lot of contamination. but in the farm, it is very, the air is very clean, very pure, right?
Yes.
Okay, super. Let's continue to the next job. You are going to do the same. And of course that you know, of course that you remember this man. Who's
He's a,
this?
he's an actor, Chris
Very good.
Hemsworth.
Chris Hemsworth, right? Chris.
Um,
Or Matt Hemsworth. I don't remember. Chris, I believe, yes, it's Chris.
Chris, yes. This actor is on movies The Avengers.
Yeah, excellent. So, Hilda, can you please describe the job of an actor?
And the actor is a joke amazing because is talent and confidence, and his job is creative and exciting because recreating charisma and a lot of dedication. The actors must be expressive,
Expressive, yeah.
saying hardworking,
Very good.
to say in the industry
Industry, yeah, in the industry.
because it's a important job. It's amazing.
Excellent.
Yes.
In your personal case, Hilda, do you like this job? Do you consider this job is funny?
Yes, I like it's funny, but it's hardworking because el horario es muy trabajoso.
Ah,
The
the
Monday and
schedule.
Sunday is a lot of work.
Excellent. They have a really long schedule, right? Schedule, the translation, un horario, no? Long schedule.
Okay.
Yeah, right. Excellent, Hilda. And we are going to finish. This is going to be the last one. And then we're going to start working on the book. So let me show you now. Yeah, tell me, please, can you see the next job? Hilda, can you describe the next job, please?
This job, I don't remember this name. Is the work on the company?
Construction.
Construction work.
Construction worker. In Spanish, we know them as albañil, no? Construction worker.
Okay.
So tell me, what do you think? Tell me, can you describe this job?
Okay, this job is the man is hardworking and strong because the person work in the morning and in the afternoon is very dedicated job. Yeah, strong.
Maybe.
Is some and
Of
sometimes
course,
this
right?
job
Because it's
is
very strong. You gotta be strong.
yes strong. Sometimes it's very insecure. Is insecure.
Ah, save less. You mean save less?
Yeah.
Save less, okay.
Says okay.
Save less, remember, seguro. No, save less.
Okay.
All right. Of course, it's safeless and dangerous, right? I believe this is dangerous. For example, Hilda, if they are building a big let's suppose in Quito, right near the Carolina Park, there are many tall buildings, 10, 11, 20 floors, and it's dangerous because they are in that heights and they may fall, right, from the top of the building. So it's dangerous. Don't you think so?
Yes, in the USA is a lot of construction work.
Yes, exactly. I believe everywhere, right? In the USA, they make high buildings, high edificios altos. Here in Ecuador, not so many, mostly houses, right?
Yes, house.
Excellent. So very good, Hilda. I see that you are expert in describing a job, so we are not going to have any problem with the next part, okay?
Okay.
Hilda, RC, we are going to work today in this moment. We're going to work on the book, and we are going to start on page number 48. Can you see it? Page number 48. And here we have something really funny. That is a survey with the results of the happiest jobs. Los trabajos más felices. So, as you can see, here we have a list, here we have a table, and there are some gaps, some incomplete spaces. Hilda, what you're going to do, you're going to help me reading. You're going to read and try to put the next works here. All right, according to what you see here, you have to tell me in your personal opinion, which job do you consider is the happiest? And which job do you consider is the saddest? Or maybe they are very unhappy at work.
Okay. Number one, I consider gardeners.
Gardener, okay.
Is
Gardener.
the job very calm. The second, hairdressers.
Hairdresser. Okay. Hairdressers. Let me put you now. Number two, right? Hairdressers.
Yes.
Excellent. What about in the middle? In the middle, what job do you consider is half happy, half sad? In the middle.
I have two bankers or accountants.
Okay, so we can put bankers 3 and accountants 4.
Yes.
Do you agree?
Yes.
All
And
right.
3 bankers and 4 accountants.
Accountants, very good. Hello, good morning. We have Karen here. Hello, hello.
Good morning, teacher.
Good morning, Karen. Nice to see you. Qué gusto verte después de muchas semanas. I don't remember. When was the last time that we saw? Ajá, we hear you. Te escucho un poquito raro el micrófono. A ver ahí. Speak again. All right, we hear you. ¿Tú también, Hilda, le escuchas súper distorsionado a Karen?
Sí, un poquito. No se le escucha bien.
Oh, yes. Karen, a ver, speak up. Habla un poquito más fuerte. O ponte más cerca del micrófono. ¿Dónde está el micrófono? Okay, I don't know what's going on, Karen, pero te escuchamos así distorsionado, como que la voz se difumina, no sé si es la palabra, pero se pone la voz súper difusa, no se te escucha claramente. Pero tú sí nos escuchas, ¿sí? Do you hear? Can you hear? Okay, welcome. Nice to see you, Karen, after a long time. As you can see, there are two teachers. There are two teachers. There you have the real teacher, and here you have the impostor. Yes. I am using my cell phone, Karen, because I have a problem with my computer. That's why I'm using the audio here, and I'm sharing the screen with the computer. Okay, Karen, ¿qué estamos aprendiendo? What are we learning in this unit? We are learning about jobs. Jobs, remember, works. Jobs or works. And with Hilda, we were completing this table with the happiest jobs. Okay, the happiest jobs and the unhappiest jobs. All right, and according to Hilda, as you can see here on the screen, gardeners are the happiest at work. Then we have hairdressers. In the middle, like half happy, half unhappy, we have bankers. Then we have accountants. And finally, you were telling me, in your opinion, Hilda, that nurses, they are the unhappiest at work.
Yes, because it's a similar job, doctor.
Yeah, they have a lot of pressure, right?
Yes.
Pressure and the schedule. The schedule is very difficult, very long. Yeah. Usually, for sure, my dear students, nurses and doctors, they have a night shift. Night shift. Yo he escuchado que, bueno, en el término médico es velada, ¿no? Las nurses, los doctors tienen el night shift, que vendría a ser como la velada, es decir, el turno de la de toda la noche, ¿no? They have to spend at the hospital the whole night. That is a night shift. Yes?
Yes. Yes, teacher.
Okay. And what about you, Karen? Do you agree, Karen? Do you consider that gardeners are happy at work or no? Gardeners, do you believe they are happy or not happy?
Happy.
Happy. Okay, excellent. And what about nurses? Do you consider, Karen, that nurses are unhappy? Okay. I know to be a nurse is a very difficult job, and you need to be very, very aware of that, okay? Very, very aware. You need to work a lot, study a lot. So, yeah, I think it's difficult. Yeah, do you agree, Karen, Hilda? Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to tell you the results from the beginning, okay? Number 1 and number 2, very good. Hilda, Karen, this is correct. Gardeners are happy because, as I told you, same as farmers, they are in contact with nature. They are in contact with nature. The schedule for gardeners is not that difficult, it's not that long. And well, here in Ecuador, they don't earn that much money. Here in Ecuador, the pay is not very good. But for example, in the USA, in Canada, gardeners, they earn a good salary. It's a very important job in the USA, in USA, in other countries. Hairdressers. Okay, this one is also true because remember, hairdressers, their work is to help people to look well. Whenever we go to the hairdresser, to the salon beauty, to the beauty salon, we go there and we ask the hairdresser, okay, please, I need to have my haircut. I need to dye my hair. Please help me because I want to look very beautiful, very, very nice. And for sure, hairdressers feel they are helping you to feel better, to increase your confidence. Okay?
Yes.
Okay, so hairdressers, they are also happy. They are also happy at work. Then we have bankers and accountants, and they are incorrect. Let me change it. Number 3 is actually nurses. You're going to tell me, teacher, why? As you can see here, we have doctors and dentists in number 5, and nurses are just a little below.
No. For me, it's difficult.
Why? It's difficult, but the nurse or nurses, they know they are helping people. They know their job is really important, so they feel happy because they are helping sick people. Yeah, it's difficult, the night shift is difficult to deal with a lot of problems, with medical problems, but in the end, they feel happy because they are helping others. Yep, nurses. Number 4, that is correct. Accountants. Accountants, they have to deal a lot with numbers, right? Lo típico de los contadores son los balances. Que balance, es todo balance, ¿no? Balance, cuadrar y todo eso. So, accountants, they have, I may say, a difficult job. So they are kind of happy, half and half happy, half unhappy. And finally, my dear students, Hilda, Karen, the last job is bankers. Bankers. What do you think about this, Karen? Why do you believe that bankers are not happy at work? All right, can you repeat again? Bankers, banqueros, bankers. Okay, thank you. Let me change it. All right, my dear students, so bankers are not so happy at work because obviously they have to deal with money. But remember, bankers, they don't have their money, they have other people's money. It's not their own money, they have other people's money. Right? So, Hilda, Karen, bankers are not happy at work. All right. Excellent. We are going to continue now because we are going to do a listening activity. Yeah, you better get ready because in this moment we're going to do a listening activity. What you are going to do now, please pay attention. We are going to listen 3 people talking about their jobs. On the next page, page 49, let me share you now here. Okay, we're going to listen to a nurse, an electrician, and a banker. A nurse, an electrician, and a banker. Right? We have 3 different jobs. So what are we going to identify? First of all, we are going to listen and identify the way they are described, their jobs. We are going to listen and identify some adjectives they use to describe. How is it to be a nurse, to be an electrician, or to be a banker? Then after this, I am going to explain you the next second time, the next part, okay? But At first, please, we are going to listen and identify the description of their jobs. Are you ready, Hilda, Karen? Yeah?
Yes, teacher.
Karen, ready? Okay, so here we go. The first part, it's going to be listen. Let's start doing this listening activity. So here you are.
Track 2.5. Alicia.
I love my job, with people and helping them, but it's often stressful. I have to work long hours, including weekends, and sometimes deal with very serious problems. These days, to become a nurse, you have to do well at school, especially in maths, science and English. Then you have to do a nursing degree before you can get a job. You also need to be good at making decisions and working in a team. There are lots of rules to remember. You can't enter a room without washing your hands. You can't lift a patient on your own. When you work with people who are very sick, every decision you make is so important.
John.
For my job, you need to do 2 or 3 years training, usually while you're working with a company. You can't go to people's houses on your own and start fixing things without a qualification. Now I have my own company, I usually work about 45 to 50 hours a week. It can be tiring, and of course you have to be careful, especially when you're tired. There are a lot of health and safety rules. For example, you always have to switch off the mains power. I heard of one guy who forgot and nearly died. Anyway, there are good things too. You don't have to wear a suit or go to many meetings, and I enjoy being my own boss.
Miriam.
I'm in investment banking, and to get in I needed a good university degree and also to be a good communicator. You have to enjoy working really hard. I work very long hours, 100 hours or more a week. And, well, I have to deal with a lot of stress. I look after millions of pounds of other people's money. You also can't relax because if something goes wrong, you lose money, other people's money. I suppose I also like that. It's exciting. But it's not an easy job, and sometimes I feel that what I do isn't really that useful.
Right? So, my dear students, I need you to please tell me what adjectives did you listen? Tell me, Hilda Karen, in the case of the nurse, what adjectives did she use? Yes, hello, can you hear me?
And this job, a nurse, I don't listen to this subject, but this job for Alicia, she loves your job because she helping people, but this is stressful.
Stressful, very good. That is the word that I was looking for. Estresante. The job
Yes.
is stressful. Yeah, and she says, I love my job. She have to work long hours, including weekends. So obviously it's stressful too. That part, okay? Nice, excellent, super. Thank you, Hilda. What about you, Karen? What did you listen about the electrician? Okay. Okay, can you repeat again, please? The electrician. Is it easy, difficult? You tell me. Yes, excellent. Very good. He said, right? It's difficult, but at the same time, you need a preparation, okay? Training. He said, it is really important to have a good training. Es importante tener un entrenamiento, ¿no? Porque, obviously, this is very dangerous. It's difficult and it's dangerous. Okay, finally, let's talk about the banker. You tell me, please, Hilda, what did you listen about the banker?
About Miriam, this is sake to enjoy working, but it's really hard because she worked very long hours, hours more on a week. It's similar a nurse because she say a lot of stress. But I can can relax because something goes wrong and you lose money. You lose money, other people money, and yeah.
Excellent, right? Obviously, this one is stressful too. And of course, you need more preparation. You need to have at least a university degree. Right? She said it, right? You need to have a university degree in order to be a banker. Right? So super, Hilda. Karen, you got it very well. Let me stop sharing. Just to finish the first part of the class, we are going to learn some vocabulary related to this. And then we are going to have a break. Okay, Karen, Hilda, so let's get ready and let's learn the next vocabulary. So here you go. Okay, my dear students, we are going to watch a video, okay? First of all, we are going to watch a video and then we are going to see if you consider if this is real, this is accurate, if this has ever happened to you, because this is more like a sketch, like a funny sketch, right? So let me share you now the job interview, okay? Pay attention. Okay, just give me a second, please. We are going to watch this in Spanish because I believe this is really funny to get, but we are going to do the comments of the video in English. Okay, we are going to watch the video. The video is in Spanish, but then we are going to comment about this video in English. So let me share you now. Here we go. Okay, so here we go.
Todavía no entro, ma, pero ya me soplaron que el puesto es mío. No, aquí la gente me ama.
Oye, ¿y esta?
No sé, tampoco me importa.
¿Ves que no me equivoqué de carrera como insistías? Ya pues, ma. Nos vemos en la casa. Te llevo algo con mi nuevo super sueldo. Oye, ¿en qué estaba pensando cuando puse esa foto en mi currículum? Parezco espantapájaros con chuchaqui. Fresco. Con los datos que me inventé, como que hablo alemán y la carta de recomendación de mi padrino, este trabajo es mío. Ay, mierda. Ya me cagué. Seguridad. Seguridad en ti misma. Tienes un buen currículum. Además, la entrevista no puede ser tan difícil.
A ver usted, la de la falda de golfa. Afuera. La otra, la del escote. Afuera. La del medio, la rara. Adentro.
Permiso.
¡Mírese rápido! Buenos reflejos. Siéntese. Hagámoslo breve. El currículum. Póngase recta. ¿Qué me ve?
No, nada.
Aquí dice que usted fue manager de ventas con especialización en servicio al cliente personalizado.
Sí, exactamente.
Usted fue cajera de banco, ¿no?
Sí.
Aquí dice que usted habla inglés, portugués y alemán. ¿Alemán? Dann konnten wir unseren Deutsch üben. Steven, ein Arbeitsstunden.
Oui,
¿Qué tal mi alemán?
está bueno. Beckenbauer.
Toilet.
Schumacher.
Bayern München.
Schumacher. Yes.
¿Cuál diría usted que es su peor defecto?
Ser perfeccionista.
Ok. ¿Está lista para las pruebas?
¿Qué pruebas?
rápido! Buenos reflejos, me gusta. Mire esta imagen y dígame qué es lo que ve. ¿Qué ve?
Veo dos redondeles que intersectan con un paso al desnivel de 4 carriles.
Yo veo un pene. Vamos a hacer las pruebas matemáticas. Piense y conteste rápido. 2 por 2.
4.
4 por 4.
16.
Raíz cuadrada de 390 menos 89 por 15 menos 471 más 10 al cuadrado.
No sé.
No sé. Muy bien. Ahora está lista para las pruebas físicas.
¿Físicas?
Más rápido. Más rápido. Pésimo. Otra vuelta más. Más rápido. Más rápido.
¿Es esto necesario? Señora.
¿Ah? Sí. 47 minutos, aprobado. Siéntese. Después de haberle realizado todas las pruebas, es hora de informarle que...
¿Qué?
¡Empieza rápido! Ahora sí, felicitaciones. Usted aprobó.
¡No! ¿En serio? Gracias, gracias, gracias. Nunca pensé que me iban a aceptar en este trabajo. No se va a arrepentir. ¿Cuándo empiezo?
Empiezo. Aprobadas mis pruebas. Recién ahora puede tener cita con la jefa.
¿Qué? ¿Usted no es la jefa?
Yo soy la asistente. Ella es la jefa.
Okay. Okay, tell me, do you remember this sketch? This is a sketch about a job interview. I need you to tell me, Hilda, what do you think about this job interview?
Well, first, this video is very funny about the problems of not getting a job. The growth labor competitions. That says it is very difficult and it is necessary to speak several languages, English and German. Yeah.
German.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, to get a job, you must dedicate yourself a lot of and be dedicated. Well, about that's all for me.
Right. The video is a bit exaggerated, you know, because it's a funny sketch, but the real life is actually that the world is very competitive.
Yes.
As you said, you need a lot of skills, a lot of qualifications, and there you are, okay? Super, thank you, Hilda. What about you? Let's carry on now with Karen. Karen, tell me, what do you think about this video?
Intervention with competence the test del test también intervention y civil lengua
Okay, yes, excellent, Karen. As you could see, languages, you need to have a lot of skills, you need to have a lot of experience to get a job, right? Excellent. So just to finish, we're going to check it out. And we finish with this, okay? Just let me share you the screen and let me explain you. Okay, the first one is interview. Interview, right? Remember, entrevista, no? Entrevista de trabajo, this is something that we do if we want to get a job, the interview. Then, my dear students, don't you forget we have a CV or resume. CV or resume. The CV is the document where you have all your personal information and all the information related to your work. CV or resume. Got it? Then, my dear students, we have qualification. What is a qualification? According to what you see on the picture, Hilda, Karen, what is it? Qualification.
About English, the language.
Not only English. Okay, to the left, we have the English qualification, but to the right, we have a master. So what is a qualification?
Level 2.
All right. All right, my dear students, a qualification is actually like a certificate or a diploma, right? Certificado o diploma que indica that implies that you are very good at that, okay? That you are very good for English, that you have a university degree, that is qualification. Okay?
Okay, teacher.
Listos, my dear students, Hilda and Karen, let me stop sharing now. We are, okay, now it is 9:04, so we are going to have a break. Momento del primer break, my dear students. Vamos a tener 15 minutos, okay? We're going to have 15 minutes, así que nos vemos a las 9:20, okay? See you at 9:20. Okay, Hilda, Karen?
Yes, teacher.
Listo, let me set the timer, coloco el timer y pueden apagar las cámaras, los audios, please, y sorry, in 15 minutes. Okay, please. Karen, Hilda, we are back. Estamos de vuelta. Hello, hello. Hello, hello.
Hi, teacher.
Hi, Hilda, excellent. Let's wait for Karen. Karen is joining. Please, Karen, come over here. Yeah. So tell me, before we start, let me start sharing my screen again. Okay, so I believe the first part was ready, okay? We already got the first part, that is how to describe jobs and activities, right? The way that we can describe job and activities, and for sure, vocabulary related to these two jobs. Yep. So Hilda and Karen, that was the first part of the unit. Let's continue to the second that we are going to learn right now, and they are models of obligation. And at the same time, my dear students, we are also going to learn models of prohibition. Okay, in this moment, Hilda, Karen, we are going to learn models of obligation and also models of prohibition. Obligation and prohibition. Obligation and prohibition. So, Hilda, Karen, let's get ready to start. Okay, before we start, can you please tell me in your own words, Hilda, what is the definition of an obligation? Yes, can you hear me, Hilda? What is obligation?
Obligation
Now you
is it is a Latin that we must fulfill obligation.
excellent, and you already said the word must. Must. Right?
Yes.
This is the way that we are going to learn today in order to talk about obligations, the word must. Must. Okay, super. That is an obligation. And what is a prohibition?
No, it's not that we must fulfill. Don't is a contrary.
Is the opposite, right?
Yes,
Is the opposite. The obligation is something that you must do, is your obligation, you have to do it, but the prohibition is something that you are not allowed to do. You can do. Okay? So, this is exactly what we are going to learn. And let's get ready, because this is easy peasy lemon squeezy, especially if you remember the models. So let me show you now models for obligation and models for prohibition. Don't you forget, an obligation, we can translate this as debes o tienes que. Debes o tienes que. That is an obligation, something that you must. Something that you must do, that is your obligation to do it, and you have to do it, whether you like it or not. Okay, so what are the models that we can use for this? We can use must. Remember, must is just for present. For present obligations, we use must. Have to, we can use it for all, for present, past, or future. Must is exclusively for present, just present, but have to, remember, we can use it for past, future, and present too. Okay, obligations, must, and have to. So how it works? Remember, we just need to put the verb, the modal verb, before. The modal verb is always before the verb or the action. For example, we must do the homework in time. Nosotros debemos hacer la tarea a tiempo. We must do the homework in time. That's going to be the first part. The next one, take a look. I have to be back home at 11. I have to be back at home at 11. As you can see, we have to is the modal, and then we have the verb. Yo tengo que estar de vuelta en casa a las 11. I have to be back home at 11. Have to, remember, obligation. But don't forget that we can also use have to for future or for past. In the case of future, for example, when I finish school, I will have to get a job. When I finish school, I will have to get a job. As you can see, this is a future obligation, and here we have the modal will. Cuando termine la escuela, tendré que. A future obligation, I will have to. I will have to get a job. When I finish school, I will have to get a job. But don't forget that we can also use this for past. We can also use it for past obligations. As for example, in my personal case, okay, when I was at school, I have to, when I was at school, I have to wear uniform. When I was at school, as you can see, we have the conjugation have. When I was at school, I had to wear uniform. Cuando estaba en la escuela, what was my past obligation? Yo tenía que usar uniforme. When I was at school, I had to wear uniform. As you can see, have to, we can use it for present, past, or future, but remember, must is just for present. Okay, a really common mistake is try to say like this, okay? I will must. No podemos decir I will must. Remember, this is not correct. We gotta say I will have to. Yep. So, Karen, Hilda, is it clear what is an obligation? Hilda, Karen, you tell me, please.
Yes, teacher. One question. I had to use in past or future.
Have to, remember, is for past or future. If you gotta use it in future, Hilda, you need to have will or going to. But if you gotta use in past, remember, we need to conjugate it to past. I have to. Tuve que have. Yes, Hilda?
Yes, teacher.
Excellent, super. And what about you, Karen? Is it clear what is an obligation? We can hear you, ¿no te escuchamos?
Obligation must
Yes, excellent. Yes, remember, excellent. They are must, yo debo, tú debes, mientras que have to, tú tienes que. Las dos son obligations, things that you have to, okay, have to do. Okay, yes, Karen?
Yes.
Excellent. Let's continue now to the opposite, that is prohibition. Let's go now with prohibitions. The prohibition, remember, is the opposite to obligation. A prohibition is something that you are not allowed to do. Okay, and in this case, my dear students, Hilda, Karen, we are going to use the words mustn't or can't. Both of them, mustn't or can't, we use them for present prohibitions. Okay, present prohibitions, something that is not possible, is not allowed to do in present. Mustn't or can't. Mustn't or can't. This is present. For example, Karen, can you read the first example? Can you read the first example and tell me the meaning in Spanish? Yes, excellent. You mustn't smoke so much. It's too bad. Tú no debes fumar mucho. Es muy malo, okay? It's too bad. Number one. And can you read number two, please, Hilda, and tell me the meaning in Spanish too? Number two.
You can't save photographs in this museum. Tú no puedes tomar fotografías en este museo.
Very good, okay? We usually see this. We usually see these prohibition signs whenever we go to the museum, whenever we go to a mall, whenever we go to a restaurant, we have the prohibition for smoking, and in other cases, prohibition for taking photographs. Okay? Excellent, my dear students. There you are. But remember, this is just for present. Mustn't and can't, we use them just for present prohibitions. In the case of future or past, we are going to use the modal be allowed to. Be allowed to. The translation for this is tener permitido. Tener permitido, okay? Be allowed to. O tener permiso de, diríamos, ¿no? Tener permiso de, pero permiso suena algo más a future, sino tener permitido, ¿ok? Para que quede más claro. Be allowed to, we can use it for present, past, or future. Present prohibitions, past prohibitions, or future prohibitions. For example, when I was at school, I wasn't allowed, when I was at school, I wasn't allowed to use my cell phone, for example. Right? When I was at school, I wasn't allowed to use my cell phone. Cuando estaba en la school, no tenía o no estaba permitido, no tenía permitido usar mi teléfono. When I was at school, I wasn't allowed to use my cell phone. Okay, Karen, Hilda, that is a past prohibition. And for future, remember, is the same, but in this case, we're not gonna, was because this is past. Okay, and future, for example, let's suppose that about that, okay? Next year, it won't be allowed. For example, let's suppose about that, okay? Next year, it won't be allowed to wear a mask in public. Yeah, maybe I was using this. I'm not so sure if this is correct or not. This is true or false, but there you are. El próximo año no será permitido o no se permitirá usar mascarilla en público. Next year, it won't be allowed to wear mask in public. Yes, Hilda, you have a question. Karen, Hilda?
No, teacher.
Yeah, Hilda, remember prohibitions. What about you, Karen? Is it clear what is a prohibition? Tell me, Karen. Todo claro, all clear? Excellent. Obligations and prohibitions. Obligations and prohibitions, okay? Very, very good. So, my dear students, you are very, very intelligent. You are very, very good at this. So let's get ready because we are going to practice the next the words, the models that we just learned with the next quizzes. In this moment, we are going to play a quizzes in order to check about this, about prohibitions and obligations, obligations and prohibitions. So let me share you now because here we go. All right, please open the link. Let's open the link, please, Hilda, Karen, and so we can start. Write your name. This is a quizzes, just to practice obligations and prohibitions. Ready? So here we go. Vamos, my dear students. Let's get ready to start. Okay, excellent. So you finish, Hilda, Karen. Yeah, super easy, ¿no es cierto? Easy, easy, Hilda, Karen, yes? Or difficult, difficult? No, easy, todo bien. Yes, you have a question, Hilda? Is it clear or no clear?
It's clear, but the one question I confused for the mom.
Okay, today because... Okay, take a look. I cleaned it yesterday. It's
Yes.
already clean, so she don't have to. No, ya no es obligation limpiarlo otra vez, ¿no?
Mhm. Yes, I
Yeah, I
confused
don't have to.
question.
No worries. What about you, Karen? Is it clear, Karen, or no questions? Clarísimo, ¿no es cierto? Very, very clear, Karen, yes? Two questions. Let's check it out. You got confusing. Okay. Aquí, ¿qué sería? You must, ¿no? La obligación es tú debes. You must put the rubbish into the bin. Tú debes colocar la basura en la papelera, in the bin. And the other, we have to. Oh, remember, Karen, the verb have to is always conjugated, right? So for I, you, we, and they, we use have to. In the case of he, she, it, we use has to. Okay, es lo mismo, es the same, solo que la conjugation depende del sujeto, according to the subject. Yes? Perfect. Listos, Hilda, Karen? I believe the second part of the class is clear, so no worries, no problem in this section. Let's continue to the next part, and we are going to move on page number 15. Let me share you now the screen. So here we go. What are we going to do now? We are going to learn how to talk about future predictions and the ways that we can use will and might to talk about that, okay? To talk about predictions. All right, my dear students, here we have some things that are really, really common related to work, related to jobs. And here we have things, situations that are common whenever we are talking about jobs. First, we have looking for a job. Can you see letter A? This person is looking for a job, so he's taking a look at announcements on newspapers, on internet, whenever he has to look for a job. The letter B, that we already watched the video, having a job interview. In the case of job interview, Hilda and Karen, remember, a job interview is obviously the interview that you have before you get a job. They are going to ask you about your experience, your qualifications, your skills, why is important for you to get a job. So that's it, okay? Letter B. And finally, letter C, starting a new job. Obviously, when you get a job and you start a new job, there are your workmates that are going to be interested in you. Okay, starting a new job. So let's get ready, Karen and Hilda, because before we start, we are going to do a listening activity. Here we have three people. They are finding work. They are looking for work. So we have Sarah, Marco, and Kate. Sarah, Marco, and Kate. So what are we going to do? We are going to listen carefully, and we are going to identify which of them is the most positive about finding work, we are going to find which is the least positive, the most negative, and we are going to identify who is more or less, like so-so. So listen carefully and identify according to what you listen. The most positive, the most negative, and then more or less, half and half. Yep, so here we go. Let's get ready to start. Karin, Ildam, let's go from the very beginning.
Track 2.9.
Listo.
Are you enjoying the careers fair?
It's not bad. It's good to meet people from different companies.
Are you looking for work at the moment?
Yes, but it won't be easy to find a job I'll enjoy. There just aren't enough jobs. You have to take what you can find. I applied for a job this week, but I don't think I'll get an interview. They won't be interested in me because I don't have any experience.
Are you enjoying the fair today?
Yeah, it's great. I'm sure I'll make some really useful contacts. There are people from some really interesting companies here.
And are you applying for jobs at the moment?
Yes, I don't think it'll take long to find work. You never know, I might get a job today. I know someone who found a job at an event like this last year.
Are you enjoying it today?
Yes, it's good. It's useful because I'm not sure what kinds of jobs I'm interested in.
So, are you looking for work at the moment?
Not yet. I'm still studying and then I'll try to get some work experience when I finish my course. After that, I can start looking for a job. I might not get my perfect job because not many people do straight out of university.
And how do you feel about that?
Well, I just need to pay the bills, you know. I'm sure I'll find some kind of work because I'm happy to do anything they'll pay me for. I can work my way up. I've got time.
Okay, so Ildam and Karin, according to what you listen, tell me, do you consider Sarah is positive or negative about finding work?
For me, I consider is less positive.
Excellent. The least positive or the most negative, right? Excellent. She says like, I might get a job. I don't know. Maybe they won't call me. I won't get an interview because she mentioned some reasons why she's not that positive. Okay, so she's the least positive. What about Marco? Tell me, Hilda, Karin, do you believe that Marco is positive, the most positive?
Yes, is the most positive.
Yeah. Positive. Él es positivo. Él dice, yo creo que sí, I'm gonna get a job. Yo conseguiré un trabajo hoy. I heard he was talking about what happened last year. So he's positive. He's optimistic. We can call this, okay? Optimistic. And finally, Kate, obviously, she is more or less, right? She says, yes, I may get a job, but maybe not. Okay, so more or less, more or less. All right, vamos a escuchar nuevamente. We're going to listen again. But in this case, we are going to identify some reasons for each prediction. Sarah, the least positive, we are going to identify why she considers enjoy today. Number 2, we're going to identify why she believes that she will get an interview. Then we are going to listen to Marco. Okay, well, let's start with Sarah, okay? Let's start listening to Sarah. So here we go. Listen carefully and identify the reasons why she considers she won't get a job. So here we go.
Track 2.9.
Are you enjoying the careers fair?
It's not bad. It's good to meet people from different companies.
Are you looking for work at the moment?
Yes, but it won't be easy to find a job I'll enjoy. There just aren't enough jobs. You have to take what you can find. I applied for a job this week, but I don't think I'll get an interview. They won't be interested in me because I don't have any experience.
Are you enjoying the fair today?
Okay, so you tell me, please, Hilda, Karen, why she believes that it won't be easy to find a job?
Because she doesn't have any experience.
That is number 2, okay?
Yeah.
She won't get the interview because she doesn't have any experience, okay? Yeah, that is number 2. Muy bien, Hilda. Le escuchamos, we listen, but it was for number 2, okay? She doesn't have any experience. But number 1, why? Why it won't be easy to find a job?
Mm,
Repeat one more time, yeah?
Yes, I don't. One more time, please,
Okay.
teacher.
Let's listen again and identify why. Why she believes that she won't get a job today. Here we go.
Are you enjoying the careers fair?
It's not bad. It's good to meet people.
Work at the moment?
Yes, but it won't be easy to find a job I'll enjoy. There just aren't enough jobs. You have to take what you can find. I applied for a...
Okay, so what does she say, Hilda Karen?
Because says there are just aren't enough jobs.
Excellent. There aren't enough jobs. Right? Y es la realidad, ¿no? That is the reality of the labor's world. There aren't enough jobs. No hay suficientes trabajos para todos, ¿no? O sea, y especialmente, specifically en las carreras, en algunas carreras, it's difficult. There aren't enough jobs. Okay, excellent. And remember, she won't get an interview because she doesn't have any experience. That's why Sarah is the least positive, or she's very negative about finding jobs. Okay, that's it. Very good. That's going to be number 1. Let's continue to number 2. Let's listen now, Marco. Marco, we are going to identify why. Why is he so positive about finding job? So,
Are you enjoying the fair today?
Yeah, it's great. I'm sure I'll make some really useful contacts. There are people from some really interesting companies here.
And are you applying for jobs at the moment?
Yes, I don't think it'll take long to find work. You never know, I might get a job today. I know someone who found a job at an event like this last year.
Are you enjoying it today?
Yes, it's good. It's useful because...
all right, so you tell me, in the case of Marco, why is he sure he'll make some really useful contacts? Why? Tell me, Karen, tell me, Hilda.
Because he have contacts or company.
Excellent. There are people from lots of companies. Yes? Obviously, and that's going to be very useful for him because if he gets some contacts, he's able to get a job. And the number 4, you tell me why. Why he believes, what is the reason why he believes that he might get a job today? Tell me, Karen, Hilda, why?
Teacher, I don't listen this part.
You didn't listen? What about you, Karen? Did you listen? Or repeat one more time? Repeat. Okay, here we go. One more time.
Applying for jobs at the moment?
Yes. I don't think it'll take long to find work. You never know, I might get a job today. I know someone who found a job at an event like this last year.
So tell me why. Why he believes that?
Because he knows someone who found a job. Even like.
Excellent. He knows someone who got a job on an event like this last year, right? He knows someone who got a job in an event last year. Okay, he knows someone who got a job in an event last year. So he feels really optimistic because he says, well, if he gets the job, of course I'm gonna get a job too. Okay, that's it. And finally, let's listen now with Kate, and we can finish after this. We can finish whenever we listen to Kate. So listen carefully, Karen and Hilda, because here we go. We need to identify the reason why she says that she might not get the perfect job and why she is sure that she'll find some kind of work. So listen carefully, concentration please, and after this we can have a break. So here we go.
Are you enjoying it today?
Yes, it's good. It's useful because I'm not sure what kinds of jobs I'm interested in.
So, are you looking for work at the moment?
Not yet. I'm still studying and then I'll try to get some work experience when I finish my course. After that, I can start looking for a job. I might not get my perfect job because not many people do straight out of university.
And how do you feel about that?
Well, I just need to pay the bills, you know. I'm sure I'll find some kind of work because I'm happy to do anything they'll pay me for. I can work my way up. I've got time.
So tell me why she believes she may not get the perfect job. Tell me, Karen, tell me, Hilda. All right, kinda, very good, Karen. I may not get my perfect job because this thing, she says, not many people do it, right? Y es la verdad, ¿no es cierto? That is the true, Karen. ¿Quién consigue el trabajo perfecto? O sea, muy pocos. Just few people pueden decir, yes, es el trabajo perfecto, el horario me queda cerca, puedo hacer lo que quiera. No, not many people, right? That is a reality. And tell me, Karen, why? Why is she sure she'll find some kind of work? Very good. So listen, I'm going to explain you the specific words that she says.
I just need to pay the bills, you know. I'm sure I'll find some kind of work because I'm happy to do anything they'll pay me for. I can work my way.
I'm happy to do anything they pay me for. Okay, she's happy to do anything. She gets paid, okay? She gets paid. She gets paid for. Ella está feliz de hacer cualquier trabajo con tal de que le paguen, as long as she gets paid for. Okay? Super. So, Hilda and Karen, just to finish, we are going to identify the use of these words. Will, que ya lo habíamos aprendido, will es para futuro, for future predictions. Y ahora también tenemos might. Ok, will and might. Will and might, las dos usamos como predictions, but what is the difference? El will es una predicción, will is a prediction, mucho más segura, mucho más, yo tengo más confianza de que vaya a suceder, will. Mientras que el might es una prediction de la cual yo no estoy o no tengo tanta certeza, ¿ok? Might, la traducción podríamos decirle que es como puede que. Puede que o podría. Okay, is a prediction that we are not so sure about it. I might get a job. Yo podría conseguir un trabajo, ok? Podría. I might. Mientras que el will, I'll get a job. Estoy seguro. No, I am sure about that prediction. Estoy seguro y conseguiré trabajo. I'm sure I'll get a job. So, Karen, Hilda, tell me, is it clear or not clear?
Yes, teacher. It's clear.
Hilda, yes? Karen? Excellent. ¿Listos? Así que, momento para el break. Are you ready for a new break? Yes. Excellent. Listos. Una vez más, one more time. ¿Qué horas son? Tal cual, ¿no? Vamos a tener 15 minutos. We're going to get 15 minutes. Así que, nos vemos a las 10:20. See you at 20 past 10. Ok, ya les coloco el timer. Let me set the timer. 9:20, please. 10:20, sorry. 20 past 10. Nos vemos de vuelta, ok? Listo, ahí vamos. Okay, my dear students, the break is over. Please come back. Hilda, Karen, please. The break is over. Excellent. Hilda, everything is okay?
Yes, teacher. Here.
What happened? Are you okay?
Yes, el internet se me fue un rato nada más.
All right. And what about the power, the electricity? Have you got any problem with the power today?
No, in the afternoon, the 6 10 p.m. is my problem.
Okay. You're gonna have the power outage. We can call this, okay, como el corte de luz, power outage. From
Yes.
6 to 10 p.m., right?
Yes.
Okay, but I believe in the afternoon. Do you have any plans for that hour? What are you gonna do from 6 to 10 p.m.?
Sleep.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good plan. If you have no power,
Quiero dormir. I want to sleep.
sleep. Okay, that's a good plan. Okay, super. And what about you? Tell me, Karen, have you got any problem with the power in the afternoon, in the morning, or no? In the morning?
Bueno, hoy lo que digo, no sé qué perdido, la verdad. Porque me ponía en las horas y después de las 6 de la noche a las 2, pero no sé qué. Entonces, después de un poco, me volví así con luz. Y ahorita
Okay.
siempre digo, o sea, intro, or, okay, six, and, two, three,
Okay, got it. I got it, Karen. So it's a problem. It's a problem that we are having in all Ecuador. I didn't tell you, I guess I told you, Hilda, but I didn't tell you, Karen. In this moment, I am in Cuenca. In Cuenca in this moment, and here is the same problem. No power in some places. There are just a few neighbors where they have power all the time. But you know, it's a problem everywhere. So, Karen, Hilda, we gotta be optimistic and really want it to end, to finish, because we need to come back. We are very dependent on internet, on electricity, and we need to go back to normality. Again, yes. So, Karen and Hilda, just to finish for today, because officially, we already learned all what is related to this unit. Ya aprendimos, we already learned how to describe jobs and activities. Then we were learning about the models of obligations and prohibition. Also, my dear students, the way that we can talk about future predictions using will. Okay, will, won't, might, or might not. Okay, this is also what we learn about the future predictions. So there you are, okay? Just to finish for today, what are we going to do right now? Please, Karen and Hilda, we are going to talk about a job interview. Okay, we are going to have an idea of a job interview. First of all, we are going to watch a video about a bad interview. And then we're going to do a good interview. Okay, it's going to be both bad interview and good interview. So now it's going to be in English, because the job interview that we saw of Enchufe TV, that was in Spanish, but in this moment, we are going to watch one in English. And we are going to comment about the video. You're going to tell me, teacher, I believe the video is very real. I like it or I didn't like it. This is what I want you to do, okay? So please, let's get ready, because here we go. First, we are going to start watching the VAT interview, and then you're going to tell me why you consider this is not the best job interview. So here we go.
Sarah? Hello, I'm Susan Thompson, Resource Manager here. Hi. Have a seat. Sarah, tell me about yourself.
Well, my baby doesn't sleep at night, and my dad's been really sick, and he needs my help a lot.
I see. Did you bring a resume with you?
No, I put everything on the application.
Okay, I don't see any work experience here. What kind of work experience do you have?
I haven't had a job.
Okay, do you have anyone who could give you a reference?
Hi. At 7. The party's at 7. Oh, yeah, I'll bring the chips. Okay, bye. What'd you say?
I said, do you have any references?
What's a reference?
A person who can tell us whether or not you're a good worker?
No.
Okay, do you have any questions for me?
No.
Okay, why should I hire you, Sarah?
Well, because I really need the money. I have a lot of problems, and I really need a job.
I have a lot of problems too, and I don't need any more. Nice to meet you.
Can I have the job? How much does it pay?
Oh, I don't think you're the right person for the job. Good luck.
Okay, so tell me, please be honest. What do you think about this job interview? Let's start with Hilda. Hilda, what is your opinion about this girl, about the lady that is at the job interview?
Okay, the first one is about interview because she was not prepared for the interview. I using your cell phone during the interview. She was not dressed appropriately.
Like formal dress, you mean?
Yes, formal
Formal
dress.
clothes?
Yes. She didn't make a good impression on the during the interview.
Okay, totally. As you can see, this lady has a really bad attitude.
Yes.
Tiene como una mala actitud, ¿no? She has a bad attitude, right?
Yes.
Thank you, Hilda. What about you? Tell me, Karen, what do you think about this job interview, about the lady? Is she good, bad? What do you think about her?
It's going to siempre hecha y I was no preocupada.
Yes, exactly, Karen. So as you can see, those, my dear students, are the things that are, let's put it like this, okay? Prohibitions, okay, during a job interview. Prohibition, no ir preparado, okay? Not getting prepared for the interview. Remember, you gotta be very ready for that. Prohibition, remember, don't use the cell phone. You mustn't use the cell phone in a job interview because obviously you need to focus on the job. Prohibition, I may say, it should be an obligation to wear formal clothes. I believe I'm going to move this to obligation, okay? You should go with formal clothes. Not the best, not extremely expensive, but at least they got to be very, very formal, okay? Formal. That should be an obligation for a job interview. And remember, no bad impression, no bad attitude. You gotta be very positive. You gotta be very positive, and that's why they are gonna hire you. Because you're gonna show that you are a really good worker and that you can add. You can add more to that enterprise, to that company. So, thank you, my dear students. That was a bad job interview. Now we are going to see, my dear students, other job interview, and you're going to tell me, yes, teacher, this interview is good, and we are going to identify the reasons why this is a good job interview. So let me share you the screen now. So here we go.
Mary?
Hi.
Hello, I'm Susan Thompson, Resource Manager here.
Hi, I'm Mary Hansen, and I'm applying for one of your kitchen jobs.
Great.
Here's a copy of my resume.
Great, have a seat, Mary.
Thank you.
Mary, do you have any experience working in the kitchen?
No, but I want to learn. I work hard and I cook a lot at home.
Okay, well, tell me about yourself.
Well, I love to learn new things. I'm very organized and I follow directions exactly. That's why my boss at my last job made me a trainer. And the company actually gave me a special certificate for coming to work on time every day for a year. And I'm taking an English class to improve my writing skills.
That's great. Why did you leave your last job?
It was graveyard and I need to work days.
Oh, I see. Well, what hours can you work?
From 8 a.m. until 5 p.m.
Okay, well, do you have any questions for me, Mary?
Yes. What kind of training is needed?
Not a lot. Most new workers can learn everything the first day. Do you have any other questions?
No, I don't think so, but I've heard a lot of good things about your company and I would really like to work here.
Well, I have a few more interviews to do today,
okay,
but I will call you tomorrow if you get the job.
Okay.
It was sure nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you too. Thank you so much for your time.
Yes, good luck.
Thank you.
All right, so let's get ready, okay? Let's start with Karen. Karen, tell me, what do you think about this girl?
Interview. Her body igual, lo lenguaje corporal también, my teacher, y el formal.
All right, so she has a positive attitude for sure. Her body language, as you can see, she's really focused. She's really focused on the interviewer. And of course, although she doesn't have any experience, right? You listen to that? Let me put it over here, okay? Where is it? Okay. Do you have any experience working in the kitchen?
Working in the kitchen?
No.
She doesn't have any experience. But she says, I want to learn. Although she doesn't have any experience for that work, she is really interested. Okay, she's really interested in getting that job, okay? Very good. Thank you, Karen. What about you? Tell me, Hilda, what do you think about this girl, about this job interview?
Okay, the girl has a good attitude in the interview and is very friendly. And she is dressed in formal clothes, and she answered all the question appropriately.
Appropriately, yes.
Appropriately. As she present her resume and presentation.
Resume.
Yes. This is much better than the previous interview.
Exactly. Okay. As you can see, she's friendly, she's interested, she's wearing formal clothes, she has a positive attitude. And of course, when you go to a job interview, you gotta show that you have a positive attitude and that you are a good worker. And she said, right? She said that reason why she left her last job, but in the end, she did it well, okay? So, Karen, Hilda, is it clear the difference between a good job interview and a bad job interview? Yeah?
Yes.
All right. So, just to finish for today, Karen and Hilda, we are going to do the last activity that is going to be related to work. Okay, please, together. Ustedes juntas, it's going to be just two of you. This is supposed to be in group, but you're going to do it together. You are going to choose a job. It could be any job. A teacher, engineer, banker, hairdresser. One person will be the interviewer, uno será el entrevistador, and the other will be the interviewee, el entrevistado, okay? Entrevistador y entrevistado. Hilda, Karen, according to the videos that we watch, you are going to make a Word document where you are going to write the questions. Yo creo que 5 questions, 5 preguntas, 5 questions of a job interview. And of course, at the same time, you are going to write the answers, okay? 5 questions and answers in a job interview. Yes? Hilda, Karen, please, you are going to work together. Van a trabajar juntas. Y eso va a ser todo. Let me see. Son las 10:40. Ya vamos a tener 15 minutos. 15 minutes, pero si terminan antes, me avisan. You just tell me. Una persona puede compartir la pantalla de screen, el documento en Word, a Word document, con 5 preguntas, 5 questions, y 5 respuestas para una entrevista de trabajo, for a job interview. Okay, Hilda, Karen, you can use the examples, the videos that we watch, but if you have any other question on your mind, you can also write it. Okay, any question, Hilda, Karen?
No, teacher.
All right, so let me move you. Les coloco en una breakout room. Tenemos 15 minutes, así que aprovechen el tiempo, ¿ok? Ya una persona puede compartir la pantalla, la otra colabora. Ustedes pueden hacerlo. It's not difficult, ¿ok? So you go.